Alrighty. Good time as any to kind of try and set some things up, right? Right. Okay. So I tried to kind of do this earlier, aka like 5 minutes before I started stream. Why won't you let me make this bigger? Thank you. I would like to see chat, not just the game. It's okay. So I tried to do this earlier, and then I had to do end task because apparently I'm just locked in the game at this point. Please show. Yes. Okay. So far, so good. Okay. How's everyone? So I have had this in my Steam library and actually purchased for like 3 months now. So this is a kind of just get right to it game. And you can see why I had to figure out how to do end task to my second monitor when things were on that monitor. Who knows? So I had originally seen this when it first came out on Jacksepticeye played it. Edith Finch. No, please.
A lot of this isn't going to make sense to you, and I'm sorry about that.
Okay.
I'm just going to start at the beginning, with the house.
Hopefully you can hear this. Okay, Oh, okay. Graphics. I'm gonna turn the resolution down. Oh, that's crunchy. Just because I don't want it to get gross on stream and lag. Let me know if that does look really bad though. So far it looks fine. Okay. Do you not have subtitles? Texture quality effects. Well, shit. Sorry, give me 1 second to do a thing. Sorry, I know this is very unprofessional. Wow, that's not... Okay. Okay. How are we all doing? I should have looked at the controls, but... Oh! Okay, so shift is not run, but it's to look forward more. How's the sound? How's everything? Let me know, please. Like always. But yeah, I first saw this when...
I lived here until I was 11.
Oh, there is.
I wasn't allowed inside half the rooms.
Even in low res, this is beautiful. Yeah, it looks a little crunchy still. Well, is it looking okay for you guys? I really worry about everything. Slightly crunch, not terrible. Okay, well, maybe... Oh, does that look better? Worse? Damn, maybe I need a new capture card. I want this to look good for everybody. What's VSync? I don't know what that is. Is this something that we can all live with? Because I don't know.
Inside the mailbox were bills from 7 years ago, marked urgent, open immediately.
Oh, hello. You can, okay. Well, let's keep plugging along, and if it gets too bad, please let me know.
My brother Lewis's funeral.
Oh, I like that. Yeah, so it's been, I forgot how old this game is, but I did first see it with Jacksepticeye.
My mother left me a key, but didn't tell me what it unlocked. Maybe she thought I'd know. Or she thought the mystery would be enough to bring me back.
That's fair. Yeah. Yeah, I've had this saved for quite a hot minute.
No one had driven this way in a long time, but I saw a few hoof prints.
This is a really long way to get to a house. Ooh, a deer. Okay.
The truth is,
hey!
Even
they
after
see me running. How are you doing?
I never thought I'd come back to it. But now I have questions about my family that only the house knew the answers to.
So I legitimately don't remember, like, anything that happens in this game other than it's just really weird.
The house was exactly like I remembered it. The way I'd been dreaming about it.
It's like the Weasleys. Music. Behaving sometimes is a good thing to do. Other times... yeah. It's Wednesday, my dudes. Go crazy, within reason. The frogs. Gotta love the frogs.
As a child, the house made me uncomfortable in a way I couldn't put into words.
Oh look, it's foxgloves. Those are poisonous to cats. Just saying. This is like a really beautiful area though. Oh, I'm missing so many. You feel like you will cry soon because of the game, or are you feeling a feeling you're
I knew
feeling?
Exactly what those words were. I was afraid of the house.
Why are we afraid of the house? And this is, I don't believe this is meant to be a spooky game. It's just a very story-oriented. But who knows? I mean, I didn't think Detroit Become Human was gonna be...
I hoped the key might unlock the
so
front
sad,
door.
But hey.
It didn't.
No, please. Okay.
Looking in, I felt like the house itself had been waiting for me.
Weird. Slightly spooky. Well, poop. You know, considering everything's been abandoned for like 7 years, everything's like clean. Yeah, no. I still cried. I got a decent ending last time with Detroit, and I still cried on stream. It's fine. You know. The things that we go through as streamers. Like, how is everything so fucking clean? Can I have this house if it stays clean? Over 7 years? You know? Oh, okay.
Crawling through the doggy door used to be a lot easier when I was 11.
Hmm.
The power had been turned off the night we left.
Okay. That's fair. Right, if it gets you in, I'm really surprised there's not more like wildlife and shit. You know, oh, look at the little fishies. Oh, that's cute. That's like a memory right there.
For the first time in years,
Yeah, that was 10 years ago. The basement's full of bees and tarantulas. I hope freaking not.
I felt like I was home.
Are we scared of the house or are we home? Oh, look, wine. That's probably really gross now.
But instead of a family, there were just memories of one.
Okay, so we have a family. In loving memory, Edith Finch, December 27, 1988 to November 21st, 2010, beloved brother to Edith, son of Don, great-grandson to Eddie. Memorial service. Okay. I'm not a fan of whatever kind of pot that is. Nope. Mm-mm-mm. They have 2 Northwest Chef. They have two. Why do we need 2? Oompst needs that. The house is a mimic run. It probably is.
Like how only one restaurant would deliver to our house, so we had Chinese a lot.
That's fair. I like Chinese. Cosmic cuisine. The pleasures of Japanese cuisine. Flavors of India. I had Indian today, like 10 minutes ago. It was good. Oh, look, there's a third. It's a mimic. For sure. Who do toasters with 3 exist? I know there's like double. But do they come in 3s?
Or how after Lewis started working at the
Oh,
cannery, we all got sick of eating salmon. Except our cat, Molly.
That is a lucky cat. Oh my god, that's so much salmon. And it's probably really bad. Oh, that's a cute little stove. No, Molly is gonna be like Goose in, the Marvel universe. Why do we have so many? Oh, look, there's another Flavors of India. Raw fowl. An alien, probably. I mean, do you accept cats as like beings of this world or nah? It's not hard to
The
make up
table
book
was
names,
still a
though.
wreck from the night we
Ew.
left. It was like a bomb had gone off, killing everyone but sparing the furniture.
Okay, well, what happened? Again, how is this home so clean? So that, Oh, that's the garage. Okay. Oh, look. iPod. Remember when that's how we had to have them? Oh, that's a beautiful view. So old, so old, so old.
Nothing in the house looked abnormal. There was just too much of it, like a smile with too many teeth.
That's fair. I like this house so far. Little dust particles. Each book's a mimic? I don't know. That might be too much. Do mimics travel in packs? Is that a thing that they do? I couldn't tell you. You could, because you're a DM. Are there mimic hives? That's terrifying. That's a bad thought. No. Swedish folktales. Gravity's rainbow. The weird. The Curse and the Wise Woman. 51 Tales. That's a very small book for 51 Tales. The Book of Wonder. The Library of Babel. House of Leaves. House of Leaves, I believe, is a real book, and it is a crazy book. Labyrinth. In yellow. Oh, look, raw fowl, but a different color. The Good Table. Tales of Taste and Tummies. Yes, I am going to do this the entire time because this is a look around game. The Witch's Kitchen. I need that book. Please. 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 Please, sir. Oh, look how cute. Like, these are like legit memory type pictures though. Because I know I have like a Halloween one with my siblings. I'm sure everybody has a picture, like the middle one. Because, you know, kids are, oh, ew, please, no. Kids are always sticky, even when freshly washed. There's an oar.
Even the fireplace had a story. Edie told me the bricks came from the original house.
Edie, not Eddie.
After it sank.
The house sank. Oh, that was cool. Okay. Okay. All right, then. The only thing I do remember is that I believe we're pregnant. So, that's the extent of my knowledge. Bugs. Bug. Your parents didn't take many photos. I'm sorry. My father was on the photography side, so there's many pictures. No, please. Haha.
Great Grandpa Sven built a music box for Barbara, along with the rest of the house.
Is that Bigfoot? I'm here for this. Okay.
Mom always told me to stay out of the basement, so I wasn't too surprised when the key didn't fit.
Well, that's fucking dumb. Alright then. I don't know why there was Bigfoot, but, you know. So many fucking books. Edie, Dawn, Milton, Lewis, and Edith. Oops.
My mom wasn't much of an optimist, but she never stopped believing that my brother Milton was alive.
Milton victory. That's all that's...
A lot of things got left behind in the whirlwind of that last night.
Ooh. 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 We saw another one of those getting carved in the garage. What is this? Number of books have ashes. I don't know. It's a fucking magic house, apparently. It's like everything's still clean. I mean, those are kind of worse for wear, but, you know, hey. Ooh, more pictures. That's a repeat picture, the oval one.
After Milton disappeared,
Okay.
Mom sealed up all the bedrooms.
Clockwork. No. You should feel... You can do better. Let's put it that way. You can do better. More bugs.
Then Edie retaliated and drilled peepholes.
What the fuck is this family? I mean, to be fair, I know this is an older game, so I can see why they reused so many assets, but, you know, it's funny. Fun to see. My friend Bigfoot, Barbara
Whenever
Finch.
people ask me about my family, the first thing they always want to know about is Barbara.
Okay, are you going to go into detail? Or nah?
Barbara was a child star for 2 years, until America grew out of it.
Okay. Well, that explains Bigfoot. 1944 to 1960. Okay. Those don't seem like real years, but... Ooh, wine. Yeah, those are probably shot because they're in sunlight. You know, that's good storage. Ooh.
Mom must have locked the third floor stairs on the night we left.
What the shit, Parker? God. You know, I always think about, like, how fun urban exploring would be, and then if we came to, like, a house like this, like, what the fuck would you do? Spirit among us. Oh, it's a bird. Oh, they're birds. Okay, I got it. I see.
The last time I was in Edith Sr.'s room, I was 10 and she was painting my portrait.
Okay. That's fun. So not only are they all locked, they're just... What is that? The foam. Expansion foam? I don't know.
My Grandpa Sam spent 7 years sharing a room with his dead brother, Calvin.
I'm sure they mean that he still had to share a room even though the brother was dead, but I'm not confident. I'll go Gregory.
As a kid, I just assumed every house had peepholes and sealed rooms you weren't allowed inside of.
That's fair. Why is Gregory's room a fuzzy bathroom? Yeah, I don't know if there was a body in there, but, you know, we're gonna freaking find out.
Molly always seemed like a girl I could imagine being
There's
friends
a hamster
with,
cage.
if she hadn't died in 1947.
Okay, so do we just not ever get rid of rooms? Is that... It's a cute door, though. Hello, sir. Okay. Ooh!
I spent a lot of time playing in Great Uncle Walter's room.
Ooh!
I think my mom sometimes regretted not sealing it up.
I'm glad she didn't, because this room's fucking bitchin'. Hot diggity fucking damn. Ghost train.
Lewis told me there were secret passages, but I never believed him.
Ooh.
Turns out, my mom was really good at keeping secrets.
Okay.
Now it was time to find out what my mom had been afraid of.
All right. Okay, what was Mom afraid of?
Reading this, maybe it sounds like I had a plan. From the paintings on the wall, it was clear my brother Milton had been here before me.
Okay.
idea what was behind that door.
Okay.
Just like I had no idea where all this was gonna lead.
Autosave. Okay. Okay. This is a nice room.
I grew up
Little.
looking at Molly's room through the peephole. Being inside for the first time, I felt like I'd stepped behind a painting.
Kinda. It's a nice little room.
Molly's gerbil had a tiny bedroom with its own even tinier gerbil cage.
That's cool. Okay. She was chopping up a starfish, because that's healthy. Oh, and she has bugs in jars. That's also healthy. Can't. Okay. Because we came out of this one. There's something I'm not seeing. December 1947. Okay. Oh, there's like a map. Okay. Okay.
I got the sense Edie
Oh.
had spent a lot of time here before my mom sealed the doors.
December 13th, 1947. Dear Diary, I'll be gone soon, but I wanted to tell somebody about what's gonna happen. It started when Mom sent me to bed without dinner. I woke up and I was starving, so I looked around for something to eat.
I guess we're Molly now?
My Halloween candy was all gone. The gerbil food was dry, but I didn't mind it.
Those grapes are poop, because it could either be both.
Mom, can I come out now?
Sweetheart, it's late. Go to sleep.
Okay. Fish.
I thought about eating Christopher, but I held back.
I'm glad we're not eating the fish. Now the bathroom. Okay.
I kept eating and eating. I ate a lot of things that night.
You should not be eating holly. You should not be eating holly. That is poisonous, my dearest child.
Then I heard chirping outside my window.
I'm really
It was a barn
concerned.
swallow going back to her nest. I reached out for her. And suddenly, I was a cat.
I did not sign up for platforming.
I tried to be quiet, but the bird was really scared.
I don't like this. I have no idea. You can hear the kitty purr a little bit, though. Oh, the jungle kitty.
Mom and Dad didn't even look at me.
I don't think they're alive, but, you know. I like that you can kind of hear the kitty purr. It's very nice.
I jumped and I almost got her.
Oh, it's an angry kitty. A lot of tree sounds.
I could tell she was getting really tired. Now I was up in the big tree. I promised Dad I wouldn't climb it anymore. All I cared about was eating that mama bird.
Okay, to be fair, this is not as much platforming as just
I
making
gobbled
sure.
her up. And suddenly, I was an owl.
Oh,
First, all I heard was the wind. Then I heard little teeth nibbling in the grass. Rabbits.
Okay. I don't.
I imagined his face looking up and seeing mine. from my talons.
Okay.
I swallowed him up, and I didn't chew one bit.
Ew.
Then I flew off to find something bigger.
Okay, how big are we talking, sweetheart? Cause owls may be big.
A mama rabbit.
Why does it always have to be mamas? Oh, okay. Oh, okay. Yeah, no.
She was almost too big to carry. I started
don't-
choking, but I couldn't stop eating. And suddenly, I was a shark.
Oh. Okay. I'm still in control, kind of.
I rolled off a cliff and into the ocean. Now, I was hungrier than ever.
Baby shark do 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 do, baby shark do do do.
I wanted fat, juicy seals. I tore off her flipper and it tasted
This is really violent. Okay, well, where is she? These controls are not my favorite, but hey. There you are. Okay. Whoops. Oh, okay. Gosh. Whoops. Oh, jeez. Jeez. No, please. No, please, please. Okay, this is not as easy as you want it to. Thank you. I don't know. It's a story game.
So hungry. I jumped out of the
That's
water.
all I know. It's a story game.
When I opened my eyes, everything had changed.
Okay. Oh! Oh!
Now I was a monster, and I smelled people everywhere.
I have no idea what this game is. This is not what I thought it would be. Again, I vaguely saw Jacksepticeye play it years ago.
I was big, but I moved real quiet.
Oh, I'm not done. You know, what else brings the Christmas spirit but the Kraken?
I wanted to stop, but also I didn't.
Like the ASMR of Cthulhu sounds.
After the last passenger, I was still hungry. And across the water, I smelled something new. Something I had to have, so I swam towards it.
Okay.
I slithered onto the sand, and the good smell went into an old pipe.
Okay. Good smell went into the old pipe. Okay. Storytelling. These are not my favorite controls now. Okay.
I got closer and closer. All my stomach started growling. And suddenly, I was me again. I held my breath for a long time, but I couldn't hear anything. I think it's waiting for me to fall asleep. But it's not going to wait much longer. It needs to feed, and we both know I will be delicious.
Alrighty then. If we didn't want children before this. We sure as hell ain't having children after this.
I'm not sure if I believed all of that, but I'm sure you would have.
All right, one down. What? Is it cat? Kitten? I thought I heard a cat.
I can't describe it, but I felt like some part of Molly was still here.
Oh, yeah.
This will be obvious later, but my mom never told me any of these stories. Edie would have, but
Fair.
Mom didn't like bringing up the past. Though, when we adopted a stray kitten, she was the one who named it Molly.
Color me
I
curious.
spent a lot of time in Great-Grandma Edie's room. We got along, and it was a good place to hide from my mom.
Fair.
Her room was like a museum.
Oh, it's a viewfinder.
For 500 years, the Finches have been famous throughout Norway for their fortune and misfortune. Odin Finch buries the latest victims of the family curse, his wife Ingeborg and their newborn son, Johan. On January 7th, 1937, he set sail with his family and his house, hoping to leave the curse behind.
Not if you bring the house.
But 40-foot waves off the coast of Washington send the house and Odin to the bottom of the sea. Odin's daughter Edie, with husband Sven and baby Molly, step ashore on their new home, Orcas Island.
Okay.
Odin Finch is the first to be buried in the new family cemetery.
The new family.
His daughter
cemetery.
Edie is already dreaming of a new Finch house.
Alrighty.
Whatever's wrong with this family, it goes back a long ways.
Okay. Alrighty then. That was significantly more tame than the others so far.
Lewis died a week before we left, but Edie had already started to memorialize him. Edie knit me a new pair of gloves every year, just in time to replace the old ones.
That's nice. Built 1937. Benfit.
One summer, they evacuated the island, but Edie refused to go.
I believe it.
For a few weeks, she was a celebrity.
That's fair. I mean,
When Edie told people Sven was killed by a dragon, she could also have said he was building a dragon-shaped slide that collapsed. She could have, but she didn't.
where's the fun in that?
Even in her 90s, sometimes Edie seemed a lot younger than my mother.
That's fair. How's everyone doing in chat? Still hanging in there? Why would you have carpet in the
only trace
bathroom?
Grandpa Sam's first wife, Kay, left on the house was the pink bathroom.
Look,
It was a pretty big trace.
Oh, look, they're ducks. Cute little ducks. This game is very weird, and I'm glad we're all experiencing this together. Okay. Ew, clockwork, that's gross.
There's a secret in this bathroom. It's in the last place you would look. It isn't in the cupboard. It's hidden in this book.
Oh. Okay. Oh, hey, it's a darkroom developing place for pictures.
Sven gave Sam an old camera he'd refurbished. He never put it down.
There. That's growing up my dad had a darkroom, and he would let me help develop pictures. That is a weird childhood scent that, like, I miss. You've never had the opportunity to develop actual photos yourself. Be with someone who knows what they're doing. But recommend 10 out of 10. It's fun. There's nothing. How did they get that back here? See, look, red light bulb. 10 out of 10. This game knows what it's doing. Milton. Couple turns island into a native haven. Barely work on... I can't tell what the other ones are. Ooh. Ah, all right. We have army and we have space. Yes, good. In football.
I knew Grandpa Sam had a twin, and that he never talked about him.
I mean, yeah. I want to actually look around a little bit. Huh. Okay. Gotta give the ambient some props for all the wind noises.
I guess my grandpa didn't like history any more than my mom did.
I'm starting to see why. It's kind of weird. I vaguely remember this. Vaguely remember this part.
How I Want to Remember My Brother by Sam Finch. The thing I remember is that when he made up his mind, that was it. My brother said he'd die before he ate another mushroom, and he did. At Barbara's funeral, we swore we'd never be afraid again, and he wasn't. I think Calvin always wanted to fly.
This is giving me like motion sick.
Calvin, dinner's ready.
Coming!
But that day, he finally made up his mind to do it.
And yes, I am in control of this swinging.
I told him going around was impossible. Maybe if I hadn't said that.
I don't like this.
Calvin, I'm not gonna tell you again.
We can totally
Maybe if the
tell
wind hadn't picked up,
what I hate in this life.
then maybe he'd still be here. But I doubt it. I think he'd already made up his mind.
Nope.
That's what I want to remember about my brother. day he made up his mind to fly. And he
Okay.
did.
That's fair. I have no idea what that game is. Now I remember why I remember this part.
Calvin's story felt strangely familiar. When I was younger, I remember trying to do the exact same thing.
Okay, well, that was an experience. Anyone else get motion sick from that shit?
After the funeral, Edie roped off Calvin's half of the room.
Okay.
Mom said Grandpa Sam enlisted at 18 and never set foot in the room again.
I don't blame him. Oh, okay. No, 1961. Okay, that's kind of sad, but okay. Do I come up here? Is there something up here I need to know about? No? Oh, there we go. Alrighty. Oh, it's a lift upward sort of thing. This is a really weird house. I see a pumpkin.
The passages were a pretty tight fit. They'd obviously been built for smaller hands and bellies. Growing up, I always thought of Barbara as a child star.
Okay.
I never thought about how hard it must have been for her afterwards.
I could handle having some secret crawl spaces, maybe not really.
Of all the stories people wrote about Barbara's death, I'm surprised Edie saved this one.
Okay.
Oh, Jack
This is where
here
it takes
with
us.
another ghastly tale inspired by America's most unfortunate family. I'm calling it The Surprise Ending of Barbara Finch.
Okay.
As a child star, Barbara was famous for her scream. Now at 16, she was all washed up. A has-been. But in a lucky break, she'd been asked to perform her signature scream at a local convention for monster movie fans. It was just the boost her career needed.
Beastie Pond.
Unfortunately, her scream hadn't aged well.
Getting better. I think you just need the right motivation.
Her biggest
That has to be so hard on
fan
the vocals,
and
though.
current boyfriend, Rick, was about to demonstrate when...
Now that was a great scream.
It was Barbara's father, Sven. He'd slipped into a table saw and had to be rushed to the emergency room. So Barbara got stuck babysitting her youngest brother, Walter. Her
Okay.
convention comeback was cancelled.
Okay, I'm hearing frustration, but I'm not hearing terror. What if I tried...
A gang of hoodlums in Halloween masks have been terrorizing Orcas Island tonight. Police are urging residents to...
Okay.
From the basement.
You're right! Also, I
You're
loved
right.
your delivery on that. Why is your basement door locked?
Because my dad likes making puzzles and secret passages. There's a key hidden in the music box. The secret is to keep winding and winding until finally the key pops out.
Thanks, babe. I'll be back in a sec.
Cool.
20 minutes later, Rick hadn't returned. So Barbara went to look for him, right on cue.
Okay.
She reached for the music box. And as she wound the key, she listened for Rick, but the house was silent.
Okay.
She found Rick's crutch and imagined the worst.
This is interesting. I like this.
The gang's leader is the infamous Hookman killer, Dr. Carl Hamill, who impaled and then ate his family 10 years ago tonight.
Yeah, let's go
Finch
towards the
rattled
killer.
and grew still.
Oh dear!
Oh.
How did he not expect that
Barb,
to
relax.
happen?
I was just trying to scare you to help you find your scream.
Well, I'm not scared, Rick. I'm furious.
Mm-hmm.
Then act furious. All I'm getting from you now is that you're hurt and confused and
She threw him out,
Good.
but she kept a little something to remember him by.
Barb, have you seen my other crutch?
And she was still holding it when she fell asleep watching the late picture show. Hours later...
Barbara! Walter, what's going on up there? Ah! Okay, I'm coming up, but if this is a trick, you're dead, Walter.
That's a fair warning. Okay. No? Okay. Oh.
Walter, are you there? Walter had vanished, but his bedside radio was still on.
Orcas Island police describe the man as 6 feet tall, with a steel hook for a hand. Residents are urged to lock all doors and windows and notify the police of any suspicious activity.
Barbara turned, saw the hook man, and was speechless. He was quite smashing. And he was. He couldn't get enough of Barbara.
Okay, Barbara, there's gotta be another way out of here.
That night, she played her part beautifully. Molly's door hadn't been opened in years. The hinges groaned. He wasn't moving, but she sensed the story might not be over yet.
Okay. This is really interesting. It's a fun chair.
The hookman had vanished. She listened for his breathing, but all she heard was...
Okay.
At the door, she heard whispering. It was coming from inside the house.
Okay.
Oh dear.
The monsters had come to surprise her. For
Okay.
Barbara, it was a dream come true. Then
I
she
mean-
saw what kind of monsters they were, and she realized what was about to happen. She was going to be famous. And with her final breath, Barbara Finch gave the performance of her life. I wasn't there myself.
Okay.
But I hear Barbara was magnificent.
I'm really, like, concerned 10 Ways to Sunday.
She had a
At this
taste
point.
for stardom. But unfortunately, so did her fans. Of course, the police blamed it all on poor Rick, who disappeared.
Anyone
the
else
same
really
night.
concerned?
And little Walter? Hiding under his bed the whole time. He took it all pretty hard. But that's another story. As for Barbara, tucked inside the music box was all they ever found of her. Her ear. Now that's what I call a real eerie tale.
That was bad. That was bad.
Edie told me all Barbara wanted was to be remembered, as absurd as that comic was. Maybe what Edie saw was a happy ending.
Was it though? Okay, well.
I guess now I know why Mom didn't like me playing with the music box.
No, please. Thank you. Wheel. Wheel, wheel, wheel.
Edie's father, Odin, built the original house.
Okay. Was that just part of... Oh. Okay. Get up there yet? No. Was there something else I was meant to find in there? I can't go back. Oh yeah, I can. Okay. Anything else in here that
It's
I
funny. All those times I played with the music box and never found the basement key.
Oh, thank you for reminding me. Let's go get the basement key. Sorry, I'm making a pregnant lady crawl back and forth, but you know. Downstairs more? I don't remember. I'm guessing... Oh, here it is. Okay. Fun! This is a Funhouse. House of Memories. Or whatever Panic at the Disco said. Ew.
Mom said the basement was off limits, unless I wanted another tetanus shot.
That's fair. I just had a tetanus shot. Hi, Potatoes. How you doing? I just had a tetanus shot. You're supposed to get those, I think, every 10 years, so, you know.
I saw Edie sneak down to the basement once, carrying packages.
Okay. Packages of what? Ooh.
I thought maybe she was hiding presents.
That's a fair assumption for a child.
It turned out she was hiding a lot more than that.
I thought you said there wasn't power, but, you know. What do I know? Well!
I remember asking
Adventure.
Mom once about where Walter had gone. She said after Barbara died, he got as far away as he could.
I dislike this house more and more. What the fuck? Alvino's cereal extra crispy. Pea soup. The power was turned off, yeah, but I mean, I guess generators. Apparently when you build doomsday areas, you know.
If there's a pattern in all these stories,
Peanut butter, creamy. Sweet OG Farms. Jiggly Farms, grape jelly. Concord, and potatoes. I think. I don't know. Tasty. Tasty beans. Sweetie crisps. So great.
I think it's that none of us has gotten very far.
That's fair. Oh. They did say he was found hiding under his bed, so... You know. Are you ready for this?
Goodbye, everyone. I can't believe I've been down here for 30 years.
Oh, okay.
On that first day, after the shaking started, I didn't think I'd survive a week. But after a few days, I settled into a routine. That's what kept me sane.
That doesn't sound like a safe
Having
or
a schedule,
something.
living for today. I always expected to be dead tomorrow. But if you wait long enough, you get used to anything. Even a monster on the other side of the door starts to feel normal.
I mean,
Almost
sure.
friendly.
But to do this for 30 years? No.
And then one day, everything just stopped. Whatever that thing was, it was gone. Maybe it got tired of waiting. Or maybe I just got tired of being afraid.
Okay.
It's been a week now, the longest in 30 years. I'm done waiting. I have to leave while I still can.
Okay. So for anyone who's new joining, we are playing What Remains of Edith Finch. She has come back to her family's home to see why she's the last. And we're slowly figuring that out. Okay.
I know it's out there, somewhere. Whatever killed Barbara and Molly and Calvin. Maybe
Okay.
this is all a mistake. But I need to stop living the same day, even if it kills me.
There. Oh,
Whatever's
no.
out there, I want you to know I'm ready for it. I'm going to appreciate all of it, especially the food. I don't mind if I only have a year left, or a month, or a single week. I'd be happy with one more day. I can already imagine the sun on my face.
Okay, that wasn't fair.
Walter died when I was 6. I can't believe my mom never told me he was down here.
Okay. I don't like that sound.
I'm sure my mom was trying to protect me.
I guess that's just a picture. That's fair.
Maybe she was afraid I'd end up like Walter.
I mean, I'm afraid we're gonna end up like Walter.
But if she never told me about an uncle under the house, I can only imagine what else she was hiding. I don't want to make the same mistakes she made.
I know we're going over there, but I want to look over here. That's gross. Like, just
Trying to bury something that's still alive.
casually walking through all this shit. I don't know, Clockwork.
Now that there's only one of us left,
Hoomstwood.
or
We don't
maybe
know.
2. I thought it was time I heard the stories for myself
Crazy people.
and found out what happened to everyone else. But now I'm worried
Crazy
the
is
stories
used
themselves
loosely.
might be the problem. Maybe we believed so much in a family curse, we made it real.
Okay. Beautiful. I don't know where I'm going. There we go.
I don't know if I should even be writing this. Maybe it'd be better if all this just died with me.
Well, you know, you never know.
But I thought you should know about your family. And the history you're a part of.
Every so often there might be like a little something, but nothing is, it's not a horror based or thriller. Mostly immersive, but I mean, I can't guarantee if something's gonna like a cat's gonna jump past or something, but...
Though to be honest, I feel as lost as you probably do right now.
Good. We're all lost together. Solidarity.
I think people in these stories believed them, for what that's worth.
It is. It's a very unique concept. I would not trust this pier. Here we are. It's very dark.
And when you look at the house, that history of imagination and stubbornness and madness, any of it seems possible.
Madness certainly is a word.
I think we've been surrounded by death for so long, we've just gotten used to it. What kind of family finishes building a cemetery before starting the house?
That's a very fair point. I guess then down we go.
It's embarrassing for me to admit this, but the pet cemetery made me more uncomfortable than the human one.
You have Christopher the goldfish.
3 of the gerbils are mine, and 2 had been my fault.
Okay, we're getting there. Bob, Oliver, Shotzi, Shadow, Lucy, Daisy, Charlie, Tucker, Coco, Zoe, Derpy, Lurpy, Burpy, Chirpy, Burpy, Derpy, and Derpy Jr. Names. Bailey. And a frog. Any frog.
Sven built the house, but it was Edie who designed the cemetery.
Alrighty. Okay. Oh, that's nice. That's a cute touch.
I'm sure Odin's monument had been Edie's idea. My mom was always trying to move on, but for Edie, the past never went away.
The past is always very hard to let go. Okay, that's... You know... Grief is really weird.
She could see it poking out of the water at low tide.
Grief is strange.
Edie said she dreamed about the old house every night.
Was there something else I needed to look at? No. Well, okay. Music is really good, though.
Edie's side was always easier for me to understand. But the older I get, the more I can see where my mom was coming from.
Again.
Her dad had been pretty strict, but it wasn't enough to save her brothers. She was just trying to do better.
Okay.
She lost 2 of her brothers, just like I did. I get why she tried so hard to protect us.
Okay.
We never found Milton's body, so my mom insisted we were putting up a monument, not a tombstone.
Okay. This got really sad.
There's so many things I wish I could ask my mom now. Part of me thinks this is what she wanted all along. For me to come back someday and find everything out for myself.
I mean... cenotaph is what that'd be called. The monument or the... What part of that?
But looking back on it now, if she told me there was going to be so much climbing, I never would have come when I was 22 weeks pregnant.
Yeah, that sounds like a bad time. Oh, forest noises. Where are we supposed to go? Grave or monument without a body is a cenotaph. Oh, cool. We learned a thing today. Oh, there's a ladder over there.
I never met Grandpa Sam, but I think he and my mom had a lot in common.
Propane and propane accessories.
They were
Oh,
all
okay,
pretty
hello.
intense.
Intense is sure a word.
Sam spent his life shooting photos, but Mom said he got nervous being in front of the camera. I guess we're all afraid of something.
That's fair. Goose. There's a goose. You found the goose. Alrighty, what's the story?
Dawn, I promise, you'll never forget this weekend.
Yes, sir.
These memories are gonna last a lifetime.
Hmm? Am I gonna have to shoot anything?
It's a hunting trip, Dawn. Shooting is strongly encouraged.
Shouldn't we be leaving?
Just want to
Flash
get a shot
warning.
of you, Dawn, then we can take off.
What?
Perfect.
Okay. Is the
It's
ghost-
gonna rain the whole weekend, isn't it? I will never forget this weekend, Dad.
Okay, got it.
I'm gonna take some pictures, okay?
Just be careful. That camera's older than you are.
Aw. You're right, Dad. It's starting to clear up. Still freezing, though.
Definitely should not have drunk all that coffee.
Hey! That's a keeper. Hold still while I take a picture of you.
I'm just saying, I'm not always gonna be here, Don. You'll need to remember this stuff, if you want to survive.
I'll be fine, Dad.
You know who else thought he was gonna be fine?
Some guy who died.
Don, I'm being serious.
I know, Dad. You're always serious. Doesn't being out here make you want to chill out?
Well, to tell you the truth, I haven't been out here in 20 years.
I don't know what else I'm supposed to be taking pictures of, but...
Last time I was with my brother Calvin. Man, that was a great trip. Your grandpa Sven taught us how to fish, how to build a fire.
Dad!
Good eyes, Don.
As a deer. It's family.
Before you take the shot, let me get a picture of you.
Shot of what? Oh.
Dad.
Let me get behind you.
Do I have to do this?
Don. Great shot, Don!
Oh, geez. Okay, well, there goes the family.
I'm proud of you, Don. Always remember that, okay?
Oh.
Dad, it's twitching. I think
That's
it's
totally normal, Don. Just focus on the camera. Try not to think about...
Dad!
Okay. There really goes the family.
Of all these stories, that's the one I wish most that my mom had told me.
Oh boy. Oh, that one was bad. Let's look around a little bit more.
Instead of hiding from death, Sam seemed to go out of his way to meet it.
I mean, that sounds like a very old man thing to do. Ah, look at the little baby feet. And a kitten. He clearly did not think that situation through. No, he did not. He did not. Like, I'm not an experience. Clockwork. He paid for it dearly. Boot, you can do better. I know you can do better. Like, even as someone who doesn't hunt, if someone shoots a thing and they say it's still twitching, I would be cautious. Don't encourage Clockwork. He can do better. He can do better. Goose. Alright, more crawl spaces. Probably no asbestos in here. Meal ready to eat.
After Sam died, my mom and Edie got really close. They'd both lost a lot.
Mm-hmm. Cute. Okay, I'm not excited for this one. Yeah, potatoes, you double tap, always. If it has a chance of not being fully dead, twice. This is a nice... A happy baby.
Dear Kay, do you remember the way Gregory used to laugh?
I'm not
when
happy
he thought
anymore.
he was alone? Like something funny was happening, but only he could see it. I think he saw things the rest of us don't.
Okay, I'm a baby. Okay. Oh. I'm a frog!
Watching over Gregory, it's time to... Hold on, sweetie.
No, you don't leave your child for a fucking phone.
Sam, I told you I don't want to talk right now.
Minigame.
What he saw. What his world was like.
It's very colorful.
He reminded me so much of Calvin.
This is
Lost
a
in his
very
imagination.
interesting moment.
Whatever it was, he saw.
Okay. I would like to somehow obtain the whale. Okay. I have no idea how to get the whale. Okay. Oh, there's things up there that we'll probably get. Don't know.
It sure made him happy.
Oh, okay. Okay. These are fun mechanics.
that I worried about a baby being too happy. But I could feel him slipping away.
Sorry about that, Gregory.
I know you did everything you could.
Okay.
Maybe if I hadn't called that night.
Damn it. Hold on, I don't want Gregory to hear this.
I wish he could have told us about the world he saw. There's so much I don't understand about Gregory.
I am a frog now.
About everything. But I know what happened wasn't your fault. I'm sure he's happy. And he'd want you to be happy too. Good luck, Kay. Love, Sam.
Well, I'm very upset over this whole situation now. Okay. Well, if I had a child, they would no longer get a bath. In a big bathtub, no. Nope. Nope. Nope.
I can't imagine my mom ever writing poetry, and yet...
A poem for Gus, who always said the wedding was a bad idea. Our father never hit us kids, at least not very hard, before the day my brother said with teenage disregard that he'd be dead before he'd see a wedding in our yard.
Okay. Well, we don't get to, like, you know, calm down from the last one. No. Just... Oh. Okay. Cool. Okay. Not
My father made him
best
come, of
controls.
course, but Gus stood far apart, just flew his kite and bottled up the storm inside his heart. I tried to talk him out of it, but though he'd never met her, we don't need a stepmom, were the words that I
now
remember.
pronounce you husband and wife. You may kiss the bride.
When the time for photos came, Dad ordered him to come here. But Gus declined and as a sign held up his middle finger.
Oh, okay. Cool. What a good kid. I hit her goose.
The wind picked up and panicked geese appeared and quickly went. But all the humans did that day was go inside the tent.
I would trust the goose on that one occasion. just that one occasion. Oh.
The rain came down in buckets then, but no one seemed afraid that nature might destroy the tent our dad had crudely made. The thunder sounded much too close and full of angry power. But all my father said to this was, "Make the music louder."
Clockwork. We don't know yet. I have no idea. Really nice physics, though, I suppose. Oh! There we go. Okay.
I wish that I could truly say I thought about you on that day. Out there on the beach alone, just you, the wind, the sea, and foam. But I didn't. Until we found you.
Well, I guess maybe shocking was not quite the right ending.
She never talked about him, but Mom told me once if I was a boy, they were going to name me Gus.
Okay. And a mohawk. Cool, cool. Oops really honestly gets up every 7:30 a.m. for fun. Nobody does that for fun.
My mom moved up to the loft after her brothers died.
This would suck at doing
At the
this while
time,
pregnant.
it was as far away as she could get.
I wouldn't mind sleeping there.
She spent a summer building houses in Calcutta, where she met my dad, Sanjay.
Cute. Look at that old ass computer.
My mom moved to India a week after graduation and got a job teaching English. Lewis was born a year later.
Okay, that's fair.
When my dad died, I don't think Mom knew where else to go. I'm sure Edie was happy to have her back. The house had to get a little bigger, but Edie was used to that.
See, this is why we don't keep adding on to a house. Because that's...
And for a while, things were good. Almost normal.
Okay.
But it didn't last.
And also still a very old computer. So old, so old, so old.
beginning of the end was Milton's 10th birthday, when Edie gave him a castle.
Okay. So far, we've only seen one bathroom, by the way. I know that's not, like, important, but, like, we've only seen one bathroom, and it was, like, miles inside.
After Milton disappeared, the only thing he left behind was a room full of paintings.
$1992. He's older than me by a little bit. I love this
I think
music.
Edie was happy to finally have another painter in the family.
It's beautiful up here, though.
Milton Finch in The Magic Paintbrush.
Okay, please. Oh. No, for the love of shit. Okay.
I was 4 when Milton disappeared.
Okay.
Mom spent months searching for my brother. Then she sealed the doors.
Well, he clearly went through the door.
Whatever Milton had found in the house, Mom didn't want it getting out.
Hello. Well, I think so. By far, that one's my favorite theme music of choice. Thank you. I would like to get up, please.
Mom definitely blamed Edie, but I think Lewis blamed himself.
Okay.
After he graduated, he just spent more and more time in his room. Until Mom got him a job at the cannery. Everyone always told me to stay out of Lewis's room. Except Lewis.
There. I mean... that way leads to nothing. This is a very dangerous house. Mostly just... nothing seems like it should be working. His room's a fucking boat. I mean... suppose it works.
Lewis's room smelled very, very familiar. that part of him lived on.
No, I didn't mean to leave. No, go back, lady, please. Seeing dangerous house definitely reminds me. It is very reminiscent of Weasley's.
Lewis and I spent a lot of time playing games together, but he was surprisingly bad at them. He died a lot.
That's fair. Wonderland Turbo. And he even left some behind. Cool. Ooh, gamer. Yeah.
Dear Mrs. Finch, as Lewis's psychiatrist, I can understand your desire for an explanation. As I see it, the trouble began in January, shortly after we convinced your son to seek treatment for substance abuse. Newly sober, I believe Lewis first noticed the monotony of his daily life. He kept working at the cannery, but he withdrew part of himself.
Okay, the controls are...
In our sessions, I saw the same behavior. His mind began to wander.
Oh, I have to do two things.
I asked him to describe it.
It's called dissociating.
He said he started small, imagining a labyrinth. He'd feel his way about.
So I have to control the dude with the left hand and the fish with the right. And it's a lot of brain power.
Bats. And toads.
And toads. That's a dragon.
And things that have not names.
Sounds like a dragon.
He knew it was all in his head. But he took it very seriously. I had hoped he'd find himself.
I mean... I would take it seriously.
But he found something more. I worried about him then. Daydreaming at the cannery. I spoke with his boss. But he said Lewis had become a model employee. Methodical, tireless, focused.
I mean, when you're not really there, your body kind of does autopilot, right?
So I let him go on. I even encouraged him. It seemed very promising at first. He told me he'd made a new friend.
That's a dog. Hello, dog. That's a good boy.
On the edge of a city he named Lewis Topia. He built the city up slowly, brick by brick.
Hey, Clockwork, this sounds like D&D time.
And songs for them to play. He talked about starting a band. he was always humming
world
something.
building.
Every day his imagination grew stronger. He no longer spoke at the cannery,
I mean,
but his chopping was as reliable as ever. Then one day it struck him that all the cheering crowds, even the stones under his feet, were all in his imagination, so he could do whatever he wished. He held an election for mayor,
an election, okay.
and he won.
That's fair.
They begged him to stay, but his mind was already wandering. It became a game for him. He'd conquer a city, then immediately push on. New Louisville. St. Louis. He started drifting away from our reality.
I missed your message in chat. I'm sorry, this is a lot of concentration.
Until one day he forgot to go home from the cannery. Even as his mother pleaded with him, part of Louis kept sailing on. In Louisburg, he heard rumors of a handsome queen.
I like that they gave you good options, though.
The queen was on her own quest for sinister serpents. He followed the sound of her electric sitar. His chase led him to a golden palace east of the sun and west of the moon. Even then, his logic remained sound. He knew the world was all in his imagination.
Ooh. Okay, we're good. Too many fish trying to catch up.
But he was so proud of having created it. In his own eyes, he'd become something greater than a king.
That's fair. I mean, what's
Someone
greater
who'd
than a
never known
king?
success in the real world, I think it was overwhelming. And then it struck him that the real Louis was not the one chopping salmon, but the one climbing the steps of a golden palace.
Hey, yeah.
My imagination is as real as my body, he told me. It was hard to argue with him.
Okay. Oh, okay. Makes you question things about your mind. How so?
He began to forget the world we know. I think it pained him to remember Lewis, the cannery worker.
Gross. See, but at the same time, we actually understand
He
that
began to despise the man with a royal contempt.
we have neurotypical tendencies. And we got real help nowadays.
I still thought I could save him. Even after he said he was being crowned king over all the lands of wonder. The palace would be packed with his companions.
I mean, to be fair, writers do it too. Writers, DMs, anyone in arts.
Including the wise Calico who'd insisted on inviting him.
This is really fun, though. I like how Molly the cat keeps popping up.
His queen waited, holding his crown. There was only one thing left to do. Bend down his head.
Oh no.
I think you know. Mrs. Finch, your son was a kind man who will be missed by all of us who knew him.
Can't put someone who you know who has some problems in such a place like a cannery.
My brother was really cool. I wish you could have met him.
Like, that's literally a death sentence in itself. That one was interesting, though. These get more and more progressively worse. It gets worse. I don't think we have much more to go, though.
On the way back from Lewis's funeral, my mom told me to start packing. She waited until the day before we left to tell Edie. I'm not sure if she wanted to make it easier or harder.
I gotta quit playing, like, very emotional games.
I wish we'd stayed. But I understand why we left.
A nice little...
My mom ended up leaving everything behind. What happened that night had been coming for a long time. Maybe it should have come sooner. But it had to end one way or another. All that's left now is to tell you about that last night.
Okay.
That whole last day, Edie just watched us pack and didn't say a word. Until supper, when she raised her glass and said,
"To our final night together, and all our final nights apart."
Grandma, you know what I said about alcohol. Some of your medications are very
Edith,
specific.
I left a present for you in the hallway. Why don't you go open it? The grown-ups have to argue now.
I'm sorry, you're right. We're all leaving tomorrow. Let's just enjoy our last...
I'm not leaving.
Edith, you're excused.
The power had been shut off that morning, but Edie always had plenty of candles.
And yet the house
When my mom
still
said the
stands.
library, I don't think she knew about the other entrance. Or that Edie had a key to it.
Gotta like the secret entrance, right?
That thing you're afraid of isn't going to end when you leave the house. Edith has a right to know these stories.
My children are dead because of your stories. I think it's best if Edith and I leave tonight. We'll have the nursing home send a van for you in the morning, okay?
Dear Edith, there's so many stories I wish I could tell you, but there's only time for one. This is about what happened on the night you were born. That night, the tide went way, way out. It was the first and last time I ever saw the old house aground. There'd been an earthquake out in the middle of the ocean. They called it the lowest tide in 1,000 years. God, it smelled awful. You know, I've seen that house every day of my life. But I never thought I'd go back to it. When the fog rolled in, I lost my way. I got turned around.
Okay. It was a straight shot, but cool.
For a while, I wondered. I started seeing things.
Oh, hello, is it there?
Things I'd forgotten had ever existed.
Okay.
But when I saw them, they felt like old friends. That night, a lot of things came back to me.
Oh.
Or maybe I came back to them. Things I can't explain, but that I need you to try and...
Edith, what are you doing in here?
It's mine.
Edith!
Mom, you're gonna rip it! Let go! I kicked and screamed, but Mom dragged me to the car. I never saw Great-Grandma Edie again. The next morning, the van came to pick her up, but she was already gone. After that, we moved around a lot. We both tried to make the best of it. A few years went by. My mom didn't like to talk about it. But she started getting sick a lot. The The rest happened pretty quickly. She got better for a while, and then she didn't. And then I was alone. The last Finch left alive. Until I found out about you. I'm still not sure what to tell you about all this. If we lived forever, maybe we'd have time to understand things. But as it is, I think the best we can do is try to open our eyes. And appreciate how strange and brief all of this is. This journal was supposed to be for you.
Oh.
But now I hope you'll never see it.
Okay.
I just want to meet you. And tell you all these stories myself. But I guess if you're reading this now, things didn't work out that way.
Okay.
This is where your story begins. I'm sorry I won't be there to see it. It's a lot to ask, but I don't want you to be sad that I'm gone. I want you to be amazed that any of us ever had a chance to be here at all. Good luck.
Oh, that's... no. It's not a happy ending. I mean, I know endings don't have to be happy, but come on. Well... how do we feel after that? That's a lot to take in. Holy shit. Achievement unlocked, the end of everything. Thank you, Steam. That was a beautiful game. Game is your sadness stuffed with sadness. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. This was beautifully animated. And the score is delightful. And the storytelling was wonderful. Achievement unlocked. Thanks, Johan. Okay. That's funny. Not as much as Detroit, but more of an aching. This is very much an ache rather than just immediate sorrow and regret. Like, I knew this was gonna be, like, a very emotional game, but I was not expecting it to go how it did. Like, it was after the baby that I was like, okay, I kind of want to tap out, but I knew this wasn't gonna be a long game. Oh, the masks are one of the things she had turned into or eaten. always think it's so interesting with photographs like this, like how much of a glimpse into someone's life you can get just from that one snapshot in time. And like it's so easy to take pictures nowadays, but like it's not the same. But like it's still the same. Oh, that's a cute touch. Okay. Alrighty. Alrighty. It's 11:30. I don't know if I want to play anything else or if I want to call it good. That was a very emotional ride. That is the hard question. I don't know, that's a lot to take in. Like, I'm really glad I played it. I'm very glad I can take that off my bucket list now. Yeah. Three items added to my inventory. Oh. Okay, I forget how Steam does their weird things, you know. There's a lot of unanswered questions in that regard, but yeah, I might just call it good for today. I think that was a really good way to wrap up a really weird Wednesday. Thank you so much, everybody, for hanging out. I love you whether you're new or old. See you on my stream. If you're new here, hit that follow button. Let's know I got live next. I should be live on Friday with Clockwork and Chaos for a great round of the forest. Hopefully we can do it a little earlier and have a good long stream and we can all have a good fun party. We have a few things to celebrate, of course. But yeah. Let's all sit and reflect on that. Here is some links. YouTube, Discord. I am working very hard at trying to make Discord look and feel everything I want it to be. So if you have tips, let me know. And then, of course, there is the tip option. Every little bit helps. It's not necessary, but again, every little bit helps. And with that, should bid you adieu. Have any questions or want to chat? Discord. And if not, we'll see you Friday. Have a good